Hello. All right. Where are we? What been going on? Apart from Jack being snowed in his house, me being in my house. It's nothing to do with snow. Did you manage to get Did you manage to get that CI change working, Debbie?
I haven't tried. I didn't have even a second to do anything else more than move. So.
Oh yeah, of course. Are you in your new house yet?
No, I will go there on Thursday, I think.
Fair enough.
I will stay around here.
Oh yeah, we're still on that. Sphinx build failing because of the thing. Ugh. Interestingly, of course, I think. Okay, first off, then let's do pull request 1642, which is my attempt to fix our documentation build, which hasn't been running for the last quite a while.
$16.42.
Yes. Change read the docs.
Yeah, so I'm okay with it as is. Like, you don't really need the PNG files from HelioViewer just to get things going. I mean, they could always go in later. So that's not a blocking issue.
I should put the plots back in the should put the plots back in the documentation, because at the moment the HelioViewer documentation is now missing all of the plots.
Yes. But if you wanted to accept this, then I don't think, well, making those, I can supply those PNGs if you want, and just run the examples.
Yeah. Yeah, all right. Well, if we merge this and then you add the pictures back in afterwards.
Yeah.
All right.
Can you sort out the listo?
The what?
Callisto, Stuart.
Yes, I did.
What do you do with it?
Remove the extend, I think.
Okay.
Oh no, I just removed the plot altogether. Oh yeah, that was it. I removed the plot altogether because it's described in a source example above, so it just removes the plot that shows it extended. It's it doesn't add a huge amount to the documentation for it being.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I should probably go through this before we merge it and add more pictures back in. I've been gone through and just brutally killed them all.
You have my stump ups, I think. Somewhere. Okay. And my plus one still applies. my +1 still applies.
Fair enough. Okay, well, I need to take another look through the read the docs thing, but I think, Debbie, that read the docs thing will, in a sideways way, work around the issue we were having with the CI, because it'll
Okay.
stop it trying to use HelioViewer to download JPEG 2000 files. We should still really fix it, though.
Sure.
Rather than just merging that and removing the problem. Um, I have updated 1584. Does anyone have any flying objections to this getting merged later?
What was Albert's problem with this? Do you remember?
I think, I don't know, no, I can't remember.
He didn't write anything there.
I think that was because of the ND database thing.
It goes for me. I need to make it a lot simpler.
Pardon?
It's good for me, and it makes it a lot simpler.
Well, it makes it slightly simpler from a user's point of view.
No, for the developer, you don't have to add the map register on the init file.
Yes. I love it. It's such an amazing piece of Python witchcraft, this.
The supper.
It's just lovely. I mean, it's a class that gets executed when you define a class. I mean, it's just mind-bending in every way.
Jack!
Yeah, exactly. Like, my mind is completely bent. Yeah. Okay, well, it looks like it makes that init. It looks easier. Right?
Yeah, it does. It removes one somewhat unnecessary step.
And I suppose that the tests of the classes of the maps of each source is testing this.
Yeah.
So you don't need
We
extra
already
tests for
have
this.
map sources tests, so we don't need anything explicit for it.
For me, it's good. Think, Albert, if you want his approval as well.
Well, if you +1 it, then that's. If you +1 it, David, then.
Oh yeah,
That's
there's two. It's true. Yeah. There's 3 plus
Yeah.
1s. So
and a -1, so that's net.
That's net too. I don't think Albert had a particular objection to the idea. I think it was he's something he wanted to happen but couldn't really.
and the old Travis is not complaining anywhere else but in the NumPy version thingy, which is because the figures. So
Is that the only
I think-
thing?
I know why is Num. Huh.
Yeah, the NumPy version is failing because I don't have a pandas package for that particular version of NumPy because I can't get it to upload to Conda, get it to upload to anaconda.org for all the T in China. Should just make sure that the Sphinx build passes. Okay.
Yeah, but the rest I suppose they will be fine. So good.
Alright, so is that accepted then?
For me,
Pending,
yes. The what?
Pending Travis.
pending Travis.
Yeah.
Uh, 1643, anyone?
It's failing.
Just because everything's failing.
Ah.
Because you haven't fixed the CI yet.
Yes, everything's spending on me. Okay, good.
Oh, okay, no, that's many failings. That's not just a little bit of failing, that's all the failing.
Well, specifically that was more to do, like, if packages wouldn't load, right?
So
Stalled builds.
Oh right, no,
Yeah.
this is just a CI problem. I'll restart it.
I don't understand the test. So
With warnings, catch warnings. As W, create the map.
so it's just to count the number of warnings or what?
Yes. Yes.
Because
It should raise 3 warnings for 3 different bad headers. So he iterates over the 3 bad headers and then checks that they've raised the correct warning, or they've raised a warning with the header in the warning message.
well, it's just checking that the warning message contain either C unit 2 or Y unit.
Yeah, he just checks the warning message contains the key that's back.
Yeah, that is complain about something like that. Okay. Well,
Which makes sense because like we've
But-
had issues before with checking like complete verbose values of warnings and then something changes somewhere and it goes.
Yeah.
to hell.
Okay.
Hang on. Did you just reference your ephemerides pull request in the Carrington rotation number thing?
Yes, because it's part of the things. It's part of it. Because all is tied to when the coordinates, the zero coordinate starts. The rotation of the sun and the position of the Earth in the orbit. That's what a Carrington rotation is. A combination of those three things.
So the IDL function, Tim, I don't know why they didn't use time, but Tim2car as a correction to the that Tim2car comes in two parts. The first half uses get sun.pro, and that has a raw Carrington number in it. And the SunPy one is very close to the
first bit.
Yeah, to the getSun, to the IDL version.
Yeah, because I think it was you or was Steve who actually converted the getSun to.
Stephen did.
Yeah, so that's the file I've been working on, and there's a lot of things that are wrong. So probably that thing is correcting in SolarSoft is then correcting that value to the right one.
It seems so. The Carrington number that comes out of our work and the getSun one are very, very close. But that doesn't mean that getSun is correct, of course. So, and then Tim2car, which is the IDL function, the SSW function that I referenced, as a correction for the heliographic longitude. And that accounts for some of the difference between the Carrington number from getSun and the Carrington number that we have in SunPy. But it doesn't account for it all, unfortunately. Exactly, yeah. So
if I think that the book where I'm copying the whole thing, it's taking me years. I can say years now, yeah, because it's been more than a year. It should be right. So because it contains all these correction stats and thingy, so it will be done and documented soon, hopefully.
well,
but if you want to go ahead and change that, and then because you need now implement that one, and then I will see how the new implementation changed that or not.
How is your ephemerides pull request coming on? You feeling like you're going to get any time to work on that in the near future?
I hope so. I just hope so. I just been 2 stressful months.
Yeah.
So if I get time with that, then it's good. Then, because the thing is that I cannot do that like 5 minutes every day. I have to take a full day, take the book, because every time that I spend like an hour trying to understand where I am in the book and all the stuff. So.
Are you getting very different answers?
Well, the answers are different from what we have in SunPy, but the problem is that the answers are different even in the own SolarSoft, because you have different routines to do the same thing, and they give you different results. And in the past, what I've used to choose the good one, it was the one that was updated latest. Well, I didn't have the option to to choose which one was better. So yeah, I mean the differences are not big, but I suppose that in the cases I've been looking at, but there are, a couple of seconds somewhere. So yeah, I don't know. I remember doing my thesis like having to align things or change the coordinates of things, and I'm wondering whether it was not the satellite but the solar soft.
Yeah. So what I'm finding is, like, I've been exploring this morning, and it seems that SolarSoft, the Julian day, has 1 decimal place. Which is nuts.
That's pretty accurate.
Yes. I think it has 1 decimal place.
No, that's what.
That's what, a UTC time conversion to Julian date?
2.4 hours difference. Okay. Resolution.
Yeah. And we have like 5 or 6 decimal places, maybe 5, something like that.
Where is this? I'm confused.
I'm talking about the when you need the Julian time when you're calculating these things, and
so you have to go from a
actually
UTC time to Julian date.
Yeah.
No, actually, you need a different time, which is the TT. Well, that's the one that I use the books. I mean, you use the Julian date, but the Julian date not from the time that is now, from the time that is now, but in TT, which TT stands for. Yeah, so in SunPy times, you have this to TT thing, and that's the time, and then you have to convert to Julian dates to do the things right. And that TT is different to UTC in, I don't know, not much, but I think it has to do with transit, so sidereal time or something like that, I don't know. I can look it up, probably.
Yeah, we're using our own Julian day converter. Well, that's the first thing we should change. We should stop doing that.
in my new pull request, I'm changing that.
Yeah, we should just change that immediately. Okay.
Yeah,
that's the first thing you should do.
Is
remove that and replace it with AstroPy. Why the holy hell are we maintaining our own version of that? That's a terrible idea.
Okay, so TT is terrestrial time.
Terrestrial time?
Yeah.
What the hell is terrestrial time?
I don't know, but it's different than UTC.
God, okay.
Time scale at Earth's surface.
What the holy what? Yeah, I mean, that might be a good place to start, Jack.
My conversion is really easy.
Coming in as a time, past time. Oh, I can do that in like 20 seconds flat. See what happens.
What function is that? Is this the camel's nose under the tent? Or AstroPy time?
What?
If you let the camel's nose in under the tent, you get the whole camel eventually.
That's, we want the camel to come in, so it's okay.
Okay. All right. I will take a look at that.
So you have to work from home today, or it's just a day off?
It's kind of a day off.
Okay. Cool.
But I suppose I'm choosing to spend it with SunPy. Yeah. I came across this. We were putting Carrington rotation numbers in HelioViewer, and I told Sergey to just copy the SunPy code. And then I checked it again against the SSW, and that's where all this is coming from.
Delete all this crap. That doesn't call that. I better not just magically delete that then. Fine. Okay. Let's see what happens when you replace that with this. What's the worst that can happen? Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, that's not the source of the problem, because that appears to come out with exactly the same answer as before. So actually, our conversion to Julian dates seem to be pretty accurate.
Yes, but
Well, the conversion to Julian dates is not that difficult.
No, and clearly we got it right, or at least we got it the same wrong as AstroPy. I'm going to delete that warning because that's a bad thing.
no, it's still a good thing to have the AstroPy Julian date right. What I was driving at was that the one source of the differences, I think, between IDL and SunPy is the just the number of decimal places that we carry around. It's much more in SunPy.
Yeah, but the decimal place shouldn't change the Carrington rotation. I mean, it will change in a decimal place, but not a different angle.
So when you're calculating when Carrington rotation changes from one number to another, then like an hour or two, which is a decimal place, is significant.
Yeah, but how much different you find it? Like, because it's not something accumulative, I think.
Well, I mean, it was 7 hours until I put in the correction from the Tim2 car, and that changed to an hour and a half. So that's not too bad. The question is, do I trust Tim2 car? And the reason I trust it is because it looks, at least it gets closer to the values which are listed elsewhere on the web, which are probably just calculated from SolarSoft anyway.
Well, yeah, you could, in principle, add that inside our Carrington, in the SunPy Carrington calculation, and then.
That's what I've done. Like I haven't finished the PR for that, but that's exactly what I've done. And after this telecon's finished, I'll make the tool. And then all your other corrections will be, all the ephemerides corrections will be separate from that. I won't change any of that. It's all localized in just the Carrington rotation calculation.
Yeah, so so probably all the correction I'm doing, it will receive that same, so it will be fine.
Yes, yeah, it will improve everything. So I think an hour and a half, at least for the time ranges that I'm looking at, is an hour and a half is kind of okay. 7 hours was a little bit long.
Do we have some kind of reference value for this? Or are we only comparing to SolarSoft?
Well, unfortunately, the tables that I've seen online don't, reference. I mean, they reference a particular algorithm, but they don't say where that comes from.
Great. It's always lovely not to have an independent way of verifying anything.
Well, there is sources of like ephemerate books and stuff where we could use almanacs. Like some of the things I'm testing for the ephemerates, some of them probably contains the current rotation. I think I've seen that somewhere. So that would be a way to test them.
Yeah, most of the formulas that are out there are just different degrees of approximation, right? And I think SolarSoft is just a munging together of what people found at a particular time and not particularly well referenced. And the formulas are only approximations to like the full integrals that you do for all these orbitals.
Hi. Great. I love it. I love it. It's the same thing I'm going to have with the coordinates testing, the coordinates framework, when I come to actually try and do accuracy validation on those transformations. Because I do not count accuracy validation as compare against SolarSoft. I need some kind of analytical reference to compare against.
Yeah.
C, pull request 1647 for in-telecon pull requesting.
Live coding. Drill.
1647.
Yeah, the newest one. Did we merge? Yes, we did merge that. Cool.
So before we were returning a number, now we are returning a
Number.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. I maybe check that now. It worked. It must be the same type.
Well, it
I'm
works
pretty
because
sure
the
that
times,
time.jd just returns.
because when we read the times, we have the parse time, so it will read what they say, the astropy time. Okay, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that doing .jd just returns a float as long as you've got a scalar time object, which we will. So yeah, just and then yeah, use parse time because we have our own string parsing nonsense. We have a very loose string parsing piece of regex witchcraft that Keith wrote, I think.
Yep, that's good.
Well, it looks alright to me.
It's nice and simple.
It's somebody else's problem if that's wrong now.
Exactly. More things should be somebody else's problem. I like it when things are somebody else's problem because they're not my problem. Um, that doesn't make it any more accurate, so that clearly wasn't the cause of any of the discrepancy. So,
No.
you know, it was worth a shot, but it was not a problem.
No, but it's also a good start for using AstroPy time.
Yeah, I mean, in theory, what we should do really is not have a wrapper function for it. We should just be doing that inside the functions. But what we need is we need parse time to return an AstroPy time object, and then lots of things, and then fix all of the things that breaks, and then we're in a much better position. Because then we can do all of that a lot easier.
Yeah.
That is another problem for another day. Okay. Any more for anyone?
Well, I suppose if those two, if AstroPy 1647 and 1643 pass, then you should probably just accept them, right?
Yeah, I'll merge those if and when they pass.
Yeah, merge them. Yeah. Okay.
The test run, make sure nothing horrific is broken, especially for the AstroPy time one, because I haven't run them myself. So. Let's do that.
So what about 1586? That passed all the tests and filed to,
1586. Oh yeah. It brings the file over from AstroPy, but doesn't actually use it. It doesn't turn it on.
Okay.
Oh, we really need to fix our continuous integration. It makes me very sad. Very sad.
Yeah.
I blame David for all his hard work in trying to make it better. And not yet finishing it.
What? Well,
Teasing you. Oh, hello. What the hell? Oh, that's interesting. That Julian Day conversion change appears to have actually created 2 test fails on my local machine that are actual real-life test fails. In calculate solar rotation shift and map cube solar derotate. It's made 1 pixel difference in map cube derotate and quite a large difference in that. Huh? Huh?
sorry, Arturo, what did you broke? What did you break?
I seem to have broken quite a lot of things.
Oh, and we say +1 to that already.
Well, not quite a lot of things. This is what tests fail. This is what continuous integration's for when it works. Yeah, Jack, you might want to have a look at that.
Yeah, it looks like. Yeah, I'll have a look.
Because it does actually seem to have made a difference, which means we must have not been as accurate as should have been.
Okay, I'll take a look at that. I'll postpone making a snowman.
Yeah, I build. Yeah, they're the same tests with the same results that I get on my local machine. On the app layer fail. Interesting. Looks like we might have been subtly wrong.
Oh, but it's in the solar rotate shift only, is it? Yeah. Match of 33%.
Huh? It means 33% of the numbers in the array don't match, not they're 33% wrong. If you see what I mean.
Are you sure? Oh yeah, because it's no. What?
The number isn't 33% different, just 33% of the values in the array don't match.
I think I know what's happened is that one has flipped sign from positive to negative, and so that's causing the clipping routine to clip one extra.
Why has it done that then?
Just, I don't know, I'll have to take a look. But so the Julian date must have changed a very tiny amount.
Yes, it must somehow be subtly wrong.
This is going to be a pain. You know, like potentially if the ephemerides keep on changing, then everything we do with solar rotation is gonna break.
Yeah.
And it's going to be all over me.
It's not enough snow days.
Well, I will have my independent tests before, and then when it's all together, I can see what else breaks, and then moving from that. But it won't be that hard. The hard bit is just the beginning. Like understanding that book and going back and forth and make sense of all those things.
Yeah, there is not enough time, but there is now hope that there may be more person hours being pumped into this in the near future.
Good.
But yes, there we are. Okay, anyone got anything else?
Nope.
Cool.